Hello, welcome back to school. Salvete omnes. So, we're just gonna do a real quick Latin update before I move on to the rest of this. So, we have been in chapter 24 or 25. I don't even know what lesson we're in. We're in 25. So, I started this on the 14th. So whatever day that was, but I'm sure we probably had a lesson before that on whatever Wednesdays before that. So I did these pages. Actually, I think these might be weeks after we met. I don't remember when the last time we had a Latin lesson. It's been a while. So we did these. Well, I did these, which were okay. I think I had my brother on the phone when I was doing these. He was just doing his own stuff and I was just doing my stuff. That was helpful. That was really helpful. So younger brothers are supposed to do. And then I did this page. I think I did this on my own. And this one I really didn't care for. Like this section. Did I skip one? I think I skipped one. Like right there. I skipped this one. Whoops. I think I'm just gonna let it be. I don't know why that one got skipped. But that's weird. Every once in a while, I skip one, which is strange. And this lesson only had like 25. No, it had 5 pages. And then this one I worked on yesterday. If that was yesterday's date, yeah. Or the date, yeah, whenever the 21st was. So, I started working through this and it was not going well. Like all of yesterday was just not a good day. And so like it got to a point where it's like I just started translating stuff without even doing the parsing. And then like I turned over the page and I saw that whole big mess and I says, no way. I'm not doing any of that right now. So whatever's left on here, I guess number 3, I have to finish, like, probably go through and parse it, and then finish translating it. And this one, I just have to do, like, I think I stopped at that one because I was just so frustrated. The other funny thing was, somewhere, there's a verb thing in here, and there's a funny thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I will insert. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. I started writing down, like I wrote down the verb, the English, and all that stuff, and then I started writing out the declension cases, because on the noun ones they have you write out the declension cases. I got through like the first three and like, wait, where's the rest of my spaces? Something's not right. So yeah, it was just a really bad day yesterday. So but I did do all of that, and I basically wrote here that I'm not going to translate these stupid things. That's what that says. I'm not going to translate this. It's just not worth my time to translate that all over again. Because technically when we did the verbs, I did all this. And I don't mind doing the parsing, or not the parsing, the declining. But I'm not going to go through and do all the translation work again. So that's why that is the way it is. Trying to think, what else did I do? Okay, this thing. I wrote up this one. Whoops. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I wrote it up. I hope I did. Get that light out of there. Yeah, so this is a table I made up on my own. I just have the Latin words and the genitive. What is this? Singular, nominative, genitive, gender, and the meaning. Just to reinforce all of that, because that seems to be a real big to-do with this particular unit. So I put in all of those for the lesson we're in. And I think there's another oh yeah, this table. I started writing up this table. This actually I got the idea when I was working with Teacher on the other Latin one. We were going through the parts of speech. I thought I should do that with my other Latin. Like mark down and identify which parts of speeches we're doing. So that's what this is. It's just the general, it's the vocabulary, and then it's got the part of speech, and then it's translation, just its basic translation. And I'm not dating these, I'm just marking like when which lessons these are. And this thing, I'm not gonna really make myself do it, but I'm gonna finish it because I think it is a good exercise to do for my Latin stuff. So, plus, it's a really good review for all of my vocabulary words too. So that's kind of where things are at. I'm gonna finish this page. I don't know if I'm gonna do this page or not. If it has this weird English stuff, then no. As I talked with Magister, and he says, if it's got that weird English, just don't do it. I was like, thank you. So yeah, if it's got that weird English stuff, like, it's got, like, here. Like here, it's got gifts, and then non, and then portavisti. No, portavisti. Yeah, that is right. Portavisti. Except I don't know where the accent goes. Or the stress. Anyways, we got 2 Latin words and 1 English word. I don't like it when they do that because it just makes no sense. So, and here's another one. I just wrote down mensa. Why? Because that's what it is. Did I write down the other one? Portaverunt, portaverit? No. But I know it's a verb. And that's it. I think that's it. So I'm going to finish these. If I parse them, yay. If not, well, I don't care. Basically, these are just to help me understand what the concepts are for the quizzes and things, and at least get a concept so that we can move on to the bigger and better things like Caesar. No, I don't know. I'm just kind of skimming through this. Okay. Oh, that's this parse label, then translate. So do I need to label on this other one? Shut up. I was looking at that and thinking, it looks like there's enough room to label them. But I don't know if I have to label them. It says give. And then parsley. It does say parse label. Oh my gosh. I have to go back and label those. Let me see if it's got those weird English things in here. Fructus, that's Latin. Sepe, that's Latin. Sunt is Latin. Parvi is Latin. So all of these are Latin words. Nunc Exercitus Pagnare. Yeah, all of these are okay, I think this page might be a little bit easier because it looks like they're all Latin. These ones were not so easy because they had English words, which really is not fair. And then I'll have to go back and figure out whichever that one was that I didn't, that one. I need to do that one, so I'll do that one today too. I'll just put a little date next to that and try to do that so that I don't, just so that it's filled in. Although there are other pages in here that are not completed, so I guess it's no biggie. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, ring the notification bell for all notifications.